Well, that was an episode. It was there. It happened, I guess. Hey guys, Chester Westerford back with another Doctor Who review. Sorry it's been a little late. I've had kind of a crazy week. So, Series 12, Episode 3, Orphan 55. I thought it started off well. It's always fun when we get to see an episode start off with the Doctor and her friends at the end of an off-screen adventure. I like that it proves that we don't get to see everything. They do have a life outside the show, and I find that interesting. I don't want to see it every time or it just becomes old, but once in a while is good. Also, I can't wait to hear Big Finish's 13th Doctor adventure with the giant space squid. I thought a bit of a change was nice with Graham winning the coupons for the vacation. It reminds me a little of the opening of Delta and the Bannermen, where Ace and the 7th Doctor won that bus trip to 1950s Earth. But this episode was written better than the rest of that story. Sort of. Like I say, the first part of the episode is great. It really felt like a classic series based under Siege adventure from the 80s, with the gleaming white resort and the weird semi-makeup on some of the characters. Honestly, it kind of felt like a Colin Baker story at times. The part where Ryan got infected with the Hopper virus and the Doctor had to extract it from him was funny. Where it really started to fall down for me was when they get out in that vehicle chasing after Benny. I didn't like that whole thing. I think I was supposed to feel sad and heartbroken when the old people died, but honestly, it was handled so half-assed that it just felt kind of cruel and turned me off the episode a bit. There were a lot of other moments, too, where I think I was supposed to feel emotion, but I just wasn't invested enough in the characters. For instance, we barely got to know Ryan's crush on her mom. I don't even remember their names. The motivations were weak, and the part where they joined together at the end to sacrifice themselves just didn't feel earned. I did that kiss, and I'm sorry, but that thing when they sucked their thumbs at each other was just kind of cheesy. Now for the elephant in the room. The message at the end. Now, I have no problem with Doctor Who spreading important messages. As many have said, the Pertwee era did it all the time, and, well, all of film and TV do it a lot. Having said that, though, there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. And I think speaking to the camera is, in a format like this, the wrong way to do it. In my opinion, at least. I think it didn't help that I was already feeling kind of negative about the episode. The ending was so abrupt and kind of down. And who exactly was the Doctor supposed to be talking to? The audience? I mean, I think the script is supposed to present her as speaking to her companions, but what good is that going to do? She's talking to 3 humans who barely spend any time on Earth anyway. What are they going to do? I think I was supposed to be inspired, but the episode was such a downer, I just felt kind of weirded out. All in all, I think I'd give the episode a 5.5 out of 10. There were some good moments, but it just didn't come together for me. But now I want to talk about something positive that happened that did get me excited this week. Season 14 is coming to Blu-ray! Yay! This is one of Tom Baker's best seasons, and it has some of my favorite stories ever. The Robots of Death was the first one I ever saw, and I was hooked immediately. Talons of Wang Chiang is great also, and introduces the best ever Holmesian double act in Jago and Lightfoot, who went on to have their own Big Finish spin-off series, which lasted until, sadly, one of the actors, Trevor Baxter, passed away in 2017. It's a great series, and if you haven't yet, you should give it a listen. The bonus features on this set are always great. In this one, I'm especially looking forward to that interview with Philip Hinchcliffe, possibly my favorite producer ever on Doctor Who. The updated special effects are always quite interesting as well, and I look forward to seeing the ones they apparently did for Talons on this release. And I imagine the Elizabeth Sladen tribute will most likely be a tearjerker. As usual, the set has great artwork, with Tom Baker standing in his Sherlock Holmes outfit against a tunnel in Victorian London. In front of him are villains from the episodes like Hieronymus from The Mask of Mandragora, Magnus Greel from Talons of Wang Chiang, one of the Robots of Death, and Eldrad. Eldrad must live. Eldrad must live. Eldrad must live. I'm so glad they're doing these sets, and I can't wait to have them all on my shelf, all lined up, the complete Blu-ray collection. Well, until next time, when I review Nikola Tesla's Night of Terror, man, I'm looking forward to that episode. It looks really good. I just hope it doesn't disappoint. Well, anyways, I'm Chester Westerford, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye! I'll trade my spliff.